Catherine was my heartbeat for 40 years. When I came out in college, she was the one who hugged me and told me I was still me. We navigated life's wreckage together, my HIV scare, her divorce, and the birth of her children. We eventually married not for romance, but out of a soul-deep platonic love and a practical need to get her onto my health insurance. Her grown children, whom I had known since their first breaths, never approved. They couldn't see the beauty in our arrangement. To keep the peace, I stepped into the shadows. I funded Catherine's trips to see them and paid for the lavish gifts she sent her grandkids. I stayed behind while she visited them, or I took solo vacations so they could have her to themselves. I didn't mind. I have more money than I'll ever need. And I loved her enough to fund her happiness with people who didn't even want me in the room. After Catherine passed in October, the reality of her finances became clear. She left them sentimental items, souvenirs, and photos, but no money. I had spent years quietly covering her life and her generosity. She died with nothing but the love I provided. Just after Thanksgiving, the kids reached out. They weren't checking on my grief, they wanted to know about their Christmas gifts. The year prior, I'd rented a Montana ski chalet for the whole family, a trip I paid for but didn't even attend. They expected another grand memorial gesture on my dime. When I told them their mother had left no such provision, the entitlement curdled into anger. I chose myself for once. I went to Morocco for 2 weeks with friends, mourning Catherine in the silence of the desert. My phone powered off. I used my old Nikon SLR, disconnected from a world that felt increasingly cold. When I finally turned my phone on at the airport, I was met with a barrage of vitriol. They didn't miss me or their mother, they missed the lifestyle I facilitated. I messaged each of them, told them I never wanted to hear from them again, and blocked them. It felt like an amputation. I loved those kids, but I refused to be a ghost-funded ATM for people who treat me like a stranger. Their father later called me petty, demanding I give them whatever Catherine left me. I laughed. If it weren't for my career and insurance, she would have left nothing but debt. I am simply finally agreeing to the terms they set years ago. I am not their family, and they are no longer my responsibility. Comments. I'd have my lawyer send each of them a letter stating you supported their mother, financially, emotionally, physically, completely for the last X years with no expectation of anything in return. That their mother had nothing and would have had a ton of debt without you. So, they can go pound sand if they think there is anything for them to inherit other than what they dies received, and I'd spell out that each trip and all gifts their mother gave them was financed by you.